I suppose everyone has this feeling one day, why the hell did I get out of bed this morning? Well, today is my day. Some of the viewers from previous video asked me about the water leak that was here below in the corner. Well, it's fixed, but let me explain. This side of the house is the front side. So after here there's the front yard and the garden. Now the height of the ceiling here is about the height of the garden, and the water leak was here below. So they had to dig a hole for a bit more than 2 meters deep to reach the pipe. And when it was finished, of course, it left me with a fantastic pile of dirt in my front yard. Today I had also to go to the post office to send something to someone out of the European. And of course, this is where the heating system turns on. So I'm gonna wait a second. I'll be back. Right, thank you for your patience. Let me explain a little bit the situation here in town. I take a piece of chart. Here is bridge over the river. Yeah, it's not complicated. And this is the main road. I live this side of the bridge. The post office is this side of the bridge. Now they're working on the bridge, so there is a traffic light on this side and a traffic light on this side, which creates a tremendous traffic jam. It's always a bit an adventure to try to cross the bridge. I had also to go to the local pharmacy to get some meds, and I go in there with some kind of paper like this one, and I came out with 2 papers like this and my meds. Finally I crossed the bridge to go to the post office, and I wanted to send an envelope like this one. They tell me not good. Has to be an envelope like this one. Yes, but I had to make new labels, so I take my envelope back home, cross the bridge again, make my labels, put all the things in the new envelope, cross the bridge again. Now this is a few hours I'm talking about. And coming out of the post office, they gave me papers to fill in. So here I am with my envelope I have to send and paperwork, because this is going out of the European community. In a previous video I also showed the oil pump behind here that didn't pump anymore. The leak is fixed and the thing works again. It was just the connection between the motor and the shaft of the pump. It was not very well engaged. So it was an easy fix, and I put the lathe back and I installed back my workbench, and then I hurt my back while putting a cup in the dishwasher. But there's also fantastic news that I want to share. In a previous video I told that I didn't have any knurling tool. Now a few weeks ago Tom sent me this one, and I tested it. I put it in a video. I don't remember what video anymore, of course. And at the same time, Stuart from the UK, he had the same plan, and I'm gonna move this. He sent me two. Now they didn't arrive at the same moment because there was a little customer's problem, and it's alright, I fixed it, so now it's okay. Look at this. Fantastic knurl. This is a fine knurl. This thing looks brand new, never used. He also sent me a museum piece. Look at this beauty. And this is, I think, the value of a tool. You can see that it has been used, it worked, it had a hard life probably. That's nice. Never take out the tool marks. So, what we're gonna do? Very simple. Let's give it a go. Let's give it an overdose of oil just to oil it. 228 RPM, not too much. Let's see what we've got. I think I'm gonna do that again. That's much better. I think I have to play around with it a little bit more, getting used to it, see what it can do. But this result looks promising. I installed the other one to see what difference it's gonna make. I think the knurl is more or less the same. This one is maybe a little bit finer. This one needs a lot of pressure to form. I squared it up with a square, and I see that the left side, now for me here the left side is a little bit deeper than the right side. So something to think about. I'm gonna give it a new try. It's better, but it's not completely formed. It's as if one is cutting deeper than the other one. Yes. So this one works better in an angle. So Stuart, thank you very much for these two fantastic tools. I'm sure after I get used to it, they're gonna find good use here in the workshop. I really appreciate it. A few days ago, and also after a little bit of struggle with customer service, I received this package from Neil. Look what he sent me. I'm gonna move it all of the way a little bit. Now this is not a nuclear bomb. It's an optical center punch. And Neil told me that this center punch thing was not hardened. So in the meanwhile I did harden it, no problem, and it fits perfectly well here in this bronze bushing. That is a perfect job. It's a nice job of 3D printing, and this I can choose using this bottom thing, I don't know how to call it, or the crosshair bottom thing. Right, so I'm gonna move this again to here. Let's give it a go also. That looks good. That looks real good. So Neil, thank you very much for this optical center punch. This thing is gonna find good use here in my workshop. And what I appreciate the most in this tool is that it's custom made. This is handwork. Thank you very much. I really appreciate this. This corner here is my welding corner. Below here is my welding equipment. The problem is the whole place here is taken by my radio and my air engines. So if I want to weld something, I weld almost my radio in it. It's maybe not a good idea. Now, for bigger work I use the tables that you can't see, but they're right over here. So I would like to find another place to put my radio. The problem is, this thing is a beast. I have a whole collection of this kind of hooks, and I managed to find two the same. It's a bit miracle, but I found two the same. My first idea was maybe to put my radio over here, but here's the coat hanger and the thing will be too low. Also, here's no electricity in this corner. Up here is of course one of the speakers, so this here is not a good idea. That's not gonna work. Opposite to my welding corner, that's over there, I have here my grinding corner. And here the problem I have is that there's this water pipe, so if I want to put my radio here, it will be about this low above my workbench. Here's electricity, so that's good. And also I think all this grinding dust and the radio, I don't think that's gonna mix very well. So this, not a good idea. Along my workbenches here is electricity, but this radio is a bit too big. I think it would be a bit stupid to put something over here or on top of the blackboard. No, that's not gonna work. After a little bit of thinking, I decided I'm gonna put my radio right here in the shaper corner. I'm not far away from the shaper and the lathe in my little workbench here, because every time I want to start filming, I turn off the radio, of course. And from here to the welding corner is about 6 meters. That's a long walk. I don't want to do that. So here will be, I think, the perfect spot. That's gonna work. Maybe you're wondering why I have two different boxes of concrete drills. Well, I have to admit, I do too. hooks. Right, let's plug it in and see if it works. Take your time. Now turn it off, otherwise I'm gonna have problems with YouTube. That's not what I want. Of course, for the moment there's only one speaker connected, that's why I didn't finish all this wiring. Tomorrow I will buy another length of wire to go to the second speaker. But I think this is an upgrade.